Hello beautiful people, I hope everybody is having an amazing day. Today I'm doing a first video and this is my March favourites. I'm not going to be one of those people that says they can't believe it's March, even though you know that I'm thinking it. So this is my March favourites video and I'm really excited to do it. So today I want to start out with hair because I have less hair than I do have makeup products to talk about. So I want to start talking about them. In my most recent hair video I talked about how I grew my hair long and the process and sort of tips and tricks I used to grow my hair long and healthy, or as healthy as it could possibly be. So one of the things I did mention in this video, it's a little wet, so one of the things I mentioned in this video was this. It is it's basically a colour depositing conditioning treatment. So this is called Fabuloso. I absolutely love it. I have the shade Purple Red, and what it is it is a conditioning treatment like it says, but it's like super pigmented and it is a purple red. So I really like that kind of berry red at the moment. I'm not really into it being like a super bright red. So what this does is I put it on like a normal conditioner. I do have to wear disposable gloves because it will stain my hands otherwise, but I'm just gonna pop that down a bit wet. Put it on my gloves, I put it all through my hair, so I even do it on the roots just because I want that refresh of colour, and it just kind of like, in simple terms, restains your hair. So once you've done your hair, and I do it like once a week with that, it just gives the colour a really nice refresh and it looks like you've just been to the salon. So that is perfect. So I really love that, and if you do have the same sort of toned hair as mine, I would definitely recommend it for getting you through between visits and keeping your hair nice and healthy. Second on the hair scale is the Wella SP Luxe Oil. I also mentioned this in my hair video. I really like this product. I really love the smell of it, and I do like the consistency. It gives your hair a lot of shine. I don't love it as much in terms of how it performs compared to my Moroccan oil, but the smell just gets me. I know it's an artificial perfume added to the product, but I just really like it and the smell really stays around. So if I put this on my hair at night, I can still smell it the next day, which I really like. Yeah, my mum gave me this one because she wasn't using it and it just had like a tiny bit left, so I've basically just used up the rest of the bottle, and yeah, I really like it. I don't know how I'll go about repurchasing it, but it was a really nice product and I enjoyed using it. So again, before I get to makeup, I wanted to talk about something else which I absolutely love. It is the YSL Back Opium perfume, and this is the toilette version, so it's kind of like that more pinkier bottle compared to the darker black. Now I know this came out a little while ago, and I remember smelling, because I always tend to go for parfums, so I automatically went to smell the dark black bottle one, which is the parfum, and I didn't really like it. There was something about it that just didn't really make me want it, you know, sort of thing. It was okay, but it wasn't anything special basically. And then when my mother and I were coming back from Sydney, we had a bit of time and we were kind of browsing through duty free. I had to go find this to get a price for one of my friends, and the lady basically sprayed this one, so the toilette, on my mum, and I was like, oh yeah, you know, that's really nice, I like it, but then went off and bought some OPI nail polishes and didn't end up going back. But as we walked around the terminal, you know, to our boarding gate, I could smell it. It was literally like the nicest smell, and I was walking behind her being like, oh my god, I love that perfume, I really want it. And so I didn't go back and get it then, but my dad was coming back from Australia the other week, so he picked it up for me. I sent him all the details and everything, and I gave him some money to get it for me, so I'm super happy and I really like it. It is amazing. Highly recommend, and I know that there's a new scent out and I really want to try that, so maybe when I go through duty free, we shall see. Okay, so moving on to makeup. I'll get my tool of choice out of the way first. Now this may look like the Nude beauty blender that has come out, and I wish I'd gotten that because I didn't know about it at the time, so I actually purchased the purple one. So on a grosser topic, this is actually really dirty, but you know, I just did my makeup, so it's excusable. And I have been using this all throughout March, ever since I got it. I absolutely love it. It is so nice to blend your foundation in. It just gives the most flawless kind of effect. There's no streaks, no lines, it just literally blends it in perfectly. And then I also really like using this side under my eyes for my concealer. It's just so easy. I love it. I think everybody needs a beauty blender. Everybody. Okay, so talking of foundation, I did put up a video, or it is still to go up, called All About That Base, and it's basically a video where I just talk about the primers I've been loving and how I really like to achieve a glow on my face. So I did a video specifically dedicated to sort of like my favourite foundations. One I did miss out in that video is the Mercier oil-free silk cream foundation. I really like that, and I completely forgot to add it in. So here you go, extra foundation review. I really like that, and I think it's amazing, and I really like the new formula that they've come out with compared to like the old one that I used to have. I mix my one because I think it's the shade Cashew Beige. I mix it, next topic, with the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops. It is such a tongue teaser. Like, ooh. Okay, so I have two of the Custom Cover Drops by Cover FX. I'm in the golden range, so the G range, and I have G20 and G40. These are amazing. I seriously think everybody should have a lighter and a darker version of their natural skin tone of these drops. I think they're so handy. Now in that video I did mention that I used to work at a makeup store, so I have a lot of foundations and sort of like that kind of range of products, but they're not always specifically my shade. So often I need to kind of like mix it, make it a little bit darker or make it a little bit lighter. Also it depends really on like how tanned I get. So this summer I got super tanned, which was amazing for me because I don't usually go that brown. So I was actually adding quite a bit of the G40 because I needed to darken up the foundations because I just hadn't grabbed them thinking they weren't my shade. But these are amazing. They increase the pigment of your foundation, so if you've got a tinted moisturiser and you apply 1 or 2 drops of this, it's going to give you a lot more coverage without making it feel heavy like a full coverage foundation. It also, what I use it for is to darken the foundation or to lighten the foundation. So I'm running low, so I kind of put a little bit on my hand and mix it together. I do a test dot on my head to make sure that the colour matches, and then I kind of go to town with my beauty blender. So I think they're super handy if you're at home, and it just saves you buying multiple foundations within the same range. You can just have one of this and then, you know, just your winter shades, and you can just adjust it with a darker custom cover drop. It's brilliant. By the way, I'll link down below all the places I know that you can get these kind of products. So still on the same page as foundation, this isn't in its original bottle, but it is the Becca Nude foundation, and I think this is the Full Coverage Complexion Cream. If I'm wrong, I'll list the proper name down below. But I have the shade Nude, and I have just loved this foundation. It is very similar, I think, to the Mercier Silk Cream foundation that I was just talking about, but it just sits so beautifully on the skin. It lasts really well, and it blends in seamlessly. Like, I really like it. I'm pretty sure I used to use this back when I was in London in the shade, might have been Shell, or it might have been Cashmere. I'm not really sure. I feel like it might have been Cashmere. And I remember I loved it, but over summer it was a little bit too heavy, so I kind of forgot about it, but I absolutely loved this, and I deposited it into my little Muji jar to save some space. So speaking of face, I have been loving the L'Oreal Paris Lumi Magique base, and this is a pure light primer. I've had this for quite a while, and I really didn't use it until basically this month or last month. I can't really remember when, but I absolutely love this for priming. It's very iridescent, so it's very reflective, so I don't put this all over my face, but what I'll do is I'll take a flat top sort of foundation brush and I'll apply it to my cheeks there, to my cheeks there. I'll apply it kind of in the temple area, a little bit there and there. I usually actually avoid my nose if I get oily throughout the day. That I don't need anything to enhance that. I put a little bit on my chin, and I put some on my cupid's bow as well, and it works like a dream. It gives you that beautiful inner kind of glow, and it just shines through your foundation, and once you put a little bit of powder highlight on the top as well, it looks amazing, and it just, oh, I love this. I need to go get another one actually, because I think this one's going a little bit weird, but I can still use it and work with it at the moment. I've been loving the Bourjois Healthy Balance Matte Unifying Powder, and this is in the shade 52 Vanille. I really like this. I've owned this for ages, and it's only been in the last week and a half that I've really thought to use it, because I wanted to use a more affordable powder in some of my makeup tutorials, because I was using the Hourglass Diffused Light, and that is not cheap. So I wanted to use this and I was actually so surprised by how much I liked it. It is really finely milled and it doesn't look cakey. It actually smells really nice, which is a bit weird. I know it's a little bit light for me at the moment, but using this through the centre of my face, my forehead, down the centre of my face, and also on my chin and a little bit under, you know, above my jawline, I really like it. It's super affordable, and I mean it's so compact. It's one of those easy powders you can take and not freak out that you're going to like break it if you go travelling. So when I go to Queenstown, I'm definitely taking this little baby with me. And I like that it's got that yellow undertone because it really just brightens your face. I hate pink powders and this is a beautiful shade. Next is my favourite blush, and unfortunately I can only open it a little bit to show you because when I was in Melbourne I broke it. It's funny because a lot of these products I've owned for a long time, and obviously powder you can own for like ever as long as you keep it nice and hygienic, and this was a blusher I got off my mother. So this is the Pure Pressed Blush in the shade Sheer Honey by Jane Iredale. It is so nice. I've used this in quite a few of my videos lately. How am I going to show you this? I don't even know if you can see that, but it is the perfect like warm bronze kind of rosy toned blush that when you're doing like a nudie makeup look, even today, this would look amazing. But I've used it in quite a few of my videos, so I tried to use something different. But I love it. It's so pigmented, yet it's so smooth, so it blends on perfectly. It's matte, so there's no shimmer, but it doesn't look flat. It still gives you like a nice bit of life on your cheeks, and oh, this goes with everything. So I'm actually going to get another one of these because I like it that much. I just have to figure out where to get it from. But I think I have a website, so I'll link that down below. For highlighter, along with the Lumi Magique, that and this is like a match made in heaven. I'm obsessed at the moment. It's the Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder in the shade Highlight 01. I've had this for quite a while as well. I just love it. It's so smooth, it's so finely milled, it's not pigmented, it's not glittery, it's literally like a glow. It said matte radiance, which I guess it's not, it doesn't have particles of glitter, so that in that way it is matte, but it is just like, oh, it's the most beautiful, beautiful highlight. And if you can get your hands on it, you probably can't even see that. If you can get your hands on it, it's just amazing. But speaking of highlight, I'm actually super happy with how this one turned out today. It's actually part of the Sleek Face Form Contouring and Blush Palette in the shade Light. I'm just going to show it because I actually really, really like it, and it's this one here. As I was putting it on, I was a bit worried that it was a bit too peachy or a bit too pinky because I'm usually quite in the golden range with highlighters, but I think it came out really, really nice. Okay, it's coming up a little bit more than the other one. So it's definitely paler, but it's so pretty. And it's really affordable. I think you can get the Sleek Makeup off makeup.co.nz as well. We're getting there. We're making some great progress. So in terms of lip products, I have 3 lip products that I have been loving, loving, loving this month. And surprise, surprise, they're actually all kind of the same colour, which is really weird because, I mean, I've had these for a little bit and I don't really do pink, but at the moment I'm really feeling the dusty pink kind of rosy berry shades as I go into autumn. So this one is the Revlon Colour Burst Matte Balm, and it is in the colour Sultry. I remember watching a while ago, it was a video with Ingrid Nelson and Shay Mitchell, and she's the one off Pretty Little Liars, and she was talking about this lip pencil, and I was pretty stoked. I already owned it. So that is the colour. I think it is beautiful. I was wearing this in my How I Grew My Hair Long video, and I also did a makeup look. I recorded that makeup look and I used this in it. So I'm currently in the middle of editing that, so that shouldn't be too far away. Another one is the Buxom True Nude Lip Foundation, and this is in the shade Bear. I love this. I use this in my travel makeup. It's such an easy go-to lip colour and I adore it. It can look a bit pinky on me when I'm more tanned, which I found over summer, but it is so nice and it lasts really, really well. And it also smells like vanilla and just Vegas in my mind. The last one is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Double Dare, and again I wore this, what did I wear this in? I wore this in my All About That Base video. I really, really like it. It lasts on your lips really well. It's super pigmented, and the colour again is like a really nice dusky pink, so it's not too pink, but it's a pink I can still wear. I often find it difficult to wear pinky shades because I have a red berry tone in my hair, but these work really, really well. So we've got two more things to talk about in the makeup section. So I've really been liking the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade this month. I have the shade Auburn. I love that it works for me. I find it so hard to get a warm toned darker brown because I like to match my eyebrows to my hair colour. It can be really difficult because often they're too warm and then you just kind of look like you've got really fiery kind of brows because my eyebrow hairs are naturally kind of a darker brown. So this works beautifully. I find her brow wiz in the shade Auburn is too light for me, or it's too, like I said, it's too warm, but this works perfectly. With the Zoeva brow line brush, it is just like amazing. I'm wearing it on this brow now. Only on this brow because I just filmed a brow video, so that's why. And it lasts all day. It's like waterproof, it's transfer proof, it gives you like a really nice sharp line. I just can't speak enough good words about it, so if you can get your hands on one of them, you will love it. The last in the makeup section is some false eyelashes. I am wearing some now. I am officially a convert to false eyelashes. Before I just couldn't be bothered because my eyelashes are quite long already and I never thought I needed the false eyelashes. But since I've been doing darker eye looks, I really like the look that false eyelashes give. It just brings a lot more to the look. We don't have a huge range here and I didn't really like the ones I'd seen in the store. And I'd completely forgotten about Shan XO's XO Beauty lashes, so I saw her use them in a video the other day. I checked out her website, I watched that video where she tries them all on to see what they actually looked like on, and I made a wee order. So I ordered 2 packets just to try them out, and I wanted some more dramatic lashes, so I got the Fan Curl, which is like the single, and then I also got the multi-pack, which was the dramatics, and I'm currently wearing the Soulmate, and I love, love, love them. These were only like $7.99 I think, and these were like $28, which for New Zealand is such a good price, and I really like them. The quality is amazing, and I like the they have like a invisible band so you don't have to wear eyeliner, and they feel really good, and they just, oh, she's done such a good job with them, and I definitely want to get some more. I want to get the naturals and maybe another single pack. I have 2 more favourites, and these are 2 kind of like fashion favourites, so I'm just going to do the strap up on this. So in terms of fashion favourites, it has been sort of autumny at the moment. It has been actually really hot, like 26 degrees, but it can change quite quickly. So I've been wearing jeans, like a summer top, and then summery shoes, and I've really been liking these shoes. They don't look particularly like special off the foot, but it is my perfect shade of nude. It is my perfect height. I love the thin strap, it's very flattering on your leg, and these just look perfect with jeans or even like with shorts. They're so comfortable to walk in. I can wear these all day. They'll take you from day to night. These are by the brand Siren. I got these from Wildpair before it closed down, and I really, really love them. I think I'm going to get a ton more use out of them even as we go into autumn. My second to last favourite is a new handbag that I got, and this is what it is called. I'll have to insert the name down below because I remember I did Google it, but it is by Steve Madden, and I got it from Hannah's. It was kind of like a spur of the moment thing. I think this is the last season one because I just love black handbags, and I just love how small it is, but it was also got this kind of crossbody strap, and I'm hugely into crossbody because I hate having to like have a handbag on my shoulder because I don't know, it just gets uncomfortable, and I like to just kind of chuck it behind me. So this has been really good. It's like the perfect size. I like the colour. It's pretty simple. I'll link it. They've got new season colours in at the moment, which is like a tan and like an aubergine colour, and I really like both of them. So yeah, it's been really good. Something out of this bag that I've really been liking for like the last couple of months has been some new sunglasses I got. I've never actually bought branded sunglasses until now because I don't really take good care of my sunglasses. I usually kind of break them. So this time I'm being really good and I'm trying really hard, and I got these Ray-Ban, my little case, I like the brown. These are the Ray-Ban Wayfarers, maybe? I really can't remember now. I remember at Sunglasses Hut, or I think they're the Ray-Ban 3016. They're the tortoiseshell with the green and the red. These are the biggest ones. I think they're the number 51. I'll kind of put them on. I love them. I really wanted the polarized versions like this frame in the polarized. There was only 1 or 2 in New Zealand. One was in Queenstown actually, and one was at the Auckland International Airport. So they kind of sucked, but I thought maybe eventually I can just like change the lenses. But the frame is perfect. It makes my life so much easier, especially if I'm driving. I did a road trip. I'm going to put that video up soon, up north. And these made life so much easier to see. It was so bright. That was an amazing trip, by the way. That would have been a favourite of my January if I had been doing videos, or favourite videos in January. But I did film the trip, so I'll put it up. And yeah, I think that is all my favourites for this month, or all the things I really wanted to talk about or elaborate on that you might have seen in a few of my videos. So I hope you like this kind of video. If you have any feedback or you want to know anything else, just put it in the comments down below. I hope I did okay for my first favourites and I didn't ramble too long. Otherwise I'm going to hate myself when I'm editing this. So I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you liked these, and check out the links below. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. If you want to check out any of my latest videos, just click the video here. Bye.